China or somewhere, mad scientists got together, or chemists, and they created this new strand of coronavirus, and that it got out of hand. Now it's went worldwide. Now the conversation is being, and I've seen it on social media, that now everything is beginning to be all right in China. So I don't know, but is it just that? Is it possible that we are involved with something that is biochemically made? There was a tape that was made, a video that was made by a young lady here in Memphis that I have not been able to pull it because I wanted to show it again, of a young lady that's in, what do you call it, Shelby Farms. She's walking around in Shelby Farms here in Memphis, Tennessee, and there are dead fish everywhere. We didn't put up the Instagram for tonight. Tonight was probably there last night. There were hundreds of dead fish laying on the banks out in Shelby Farm. Now, what killed the fish? Something had to kill the fish. Also in Shelby Farm, in this same pond, they were speaking of, I think it was about a month ago, we were getting reports that several dogs have went out there, drank the water, or you know how dogs go and play in the water, that these animals died. So is there something that is happening? Is there something that is going on that we have not had a discussion about, or there is something that is going on that the government has not had a conversation with us about? That's one of the areas tonight that I do want to talk about, and I'm going to open up the phone lines in just a little bit for that particular purpose, so that you can tell me what your real thoughts are. I'm hearing conversations about radiation and the 5G cell towers. Is there any validity to any of this that we're talking about? There have been those, and I had a conversation with someone on Instagram today that got totally upset with the idea that I was saying that there may be something more to what is going on than what has been discussed. And again, I'm going to open up the lines in just a little bit for us to have that discussion. To those that's coming in on Instagram tonight, this is going to be the last night that Instagram will be able to do what Instagram does. As you know, I have created Cussing Pastor TV.com, which is going to be a subscription-based telecommunications forum, where you'll still be able to have your comments and things of that nature. But I figured that if we're going to a subscription base, then I need to eliminate the other forums. Next week will be the last week for those of you who come in on Facebook. And the reason that I had to do this is because, first of all, there's some factors that involve. Facebook is not truth friendly when it comes to the black community. Do I have anything to drink? When it comes to the black community, Facebook will allow the foolishness. They'll allow you to be naked. They will allow you to have your fights and things of that particular nature. They don't mind that. But Facebook has an issue when it comes to certain subjects. I probably hold the record. I probably hold the worldwide record for being in Facebook jail. I have not been out of Facebook jail for a month or 2 months in several years. I have not been able to stay out of Facebook jail. And one of the reasons that I go to Facebook jail so often is that there are individuals, if you don't like what I say or you disagree with what I say, instead of just leaving the damn page, you want to report Thaddeus Matthews said this. Thaddeus Matthews, do this, Dale. Thaddeus Matthews said that. And I think it needs to be shut down. So, and I think the way that Facebook operates, if you get so many reports, that they will just automatically shut your page down. People are even trying to shut Dale's page down, but Dale was able to always appeal whatever persons were saying and get back up. Hell, I think that worked for me once, but we tried to put a disclosure on the top of the page to let you know that this is a media broadcast. But hell, I mean, those of you that get mad, hell, you just get mad for no reason whatsoever. So hey, it is what it is. So with that being said, I decided that I needed to do something else. And I've been trying to figure out, I have been trying to figure out for a while, what else was it that I could do. Then was it the 1st of March, Dale? Or was it February that we went to taping the show? That was February. Okay, we went to February. In February, we went to taping the TV shows, and the TV shows being taped. My shows have always been live and active. People have always been able to say that, look, Thaddeus Matthews, if something's happened in the news, Thaddeus Matthews is going to be on top of that particular story on this afternoon. We'll find out what is going on that day. Well, with taping shows, if I tape a show on Monday, something happens in the news on Monday, or something that's happened over the weekend, and I took on that subject on Monday, it did not air on TV until Wednesday or Thursday. Which also, and a couple of times I saw that Comcast played the same show twice, which gave Comcast the idea, but gave them the position to be able to review my program before it hits the air. And if they thought that my content was not something that they were in favor of, they could kick that particular program off the air and say, well, something happened. And plus, I just got to the place that with a tape show, I just wasn't excited any longer about the TV show. I live to do my TV show. It made my money, but at the same time, it keeps me relevant with information. So that became a point. And then I believe it was Sunday before last. My message, and I can't think of what was the subject Sunday before last.
I have the cure.
I have the cure. Or was that Sunday? I don't know. They'll find it. But whatever my message was pulled down. There were many other pastors in the community whose message was pulled down because it was anti the government, it was anti the president, and a statement was released by Mark Zuckerberg that certain topics or certain discussions were not going to be allowed on social media. So it became my idea. I got to do something. What is it that I can do that I can keep myself relevant with information? So I had this idea here in the back of my mind to do what you see me doing this evening, which is further than just going live. Because even though I'm going live, I can also be placed on your television screens if you have a smart TV. And we're not going to move the cameras again this evening because we got messed up and never got them back the way I needed them on yesterday. But as I take a look to my right, I can look at myself on the big screen TV here in my office, which is a part of building what is now going to be called this new TV age. We're living in an age of technology where TV as we know it right now will soon be obsolete because most people spend their time with their phone in their hand. So now you're going to be able to pick up the Thaddeus Matthews Show not only on your phone, but you can put it, if you have a smart TV, right now you can put it on YouTube. And we're going to be looking for other networks to place the Thaddeus Matthews Show on. I'm also going to take this medium and not only run my programming, but put on programs of other individuals as well. So that's where we are right now. So those of you that's watching me on Instagram, this is absolutely the last night that you'll be able to watch on Instagram. You need to go to Cussing Pastor TV. .com. CussingPastorTV.com. CussingPastorTV.com. In fact, Dale, can you put that on the crawl? CussingPastorTV.com. Excuse me. If you go there, you will be able to subscribe. Many of you have only been on Comcast, and I thank you because you wanted to view the Thaddeus Matthews Show. And the minimum that you're paying for Comcast per month is probably a couple $100. There are those, and Dale, you did the breakdown this morning to me of how people are being charged on Comcast. What was it again?
They're doing a base rate, and then they're doing the $9.99 for the local channels, and the $9.99 for to see SVP.
So you got, I don't know, because I don't look at my bill, but as Dell has explained it, you get a base rate with Comcast. What do you get for the basic rate? Just the basic channels? You don't get all of the channels with the basic. Then you pay another $9.99 or $9.95 for
the local channels?
For local 3, 5, 13, 24, 30, and those. And then if you want it for Thaddeus Matthews Show, there was another $9.95 that had to be paid. I mean, and they didn't give us any notice when they got ready to do that. I just, all of a sudden, I started getting calls from people, I can't see you on TV. And then we found out that Comcast was charging another $9.95 or whatever it was to be able to pick up the SVP TV network or Comcast 31. So it's just madness when your faith is in, and that's FATE, is in the hands of other individuals. And many of you have no idea at how hard it is to do what I do. Many of you don't know the hours that I spend working trying to do what I do. Say I can't get in at that AM. Selena's saying I can't get in 30. I am a member now, but the link won't work when I click on it to watch you live. What is that, Dale? She's saying that the link that she's hitting, is it because we have not went to the membership thing yet?
I don't know what it is. No, your this is no internet, so I don't know what it is. But she should be able to watch you live.
Selena, I will check on that. I don't know. We have not went to the just subscription based format as of yet. If you've paid your $5, you should be able to click on to the link. I'm going to spend some time this weekend just doing some things with it, just to see exactly what it is. And I've gotten several people that are saying that their link is not working. So would it be basically because we haven't activated,
or their funds have not deposited into the account yet?
all right, so when you say that their funds have not deposited into the account yet,
because it's the way it's set up. It's on a workflow.
it's on a what now?
Workflow.
Now, what you mean? What do you mean when
They sign up, they become members, it rolls over, goes over here. And once it gets to this part, it says, okay, she's made her payment, and the payment is good, and now she can click to the next button.
Okay.
I can't tell them what it is.
Okay, so let me check on that, Selena, over on this particular weekend, because I've got to make sure that what I'm doing is functional. But whatever it is, we'll have it clear by tomorrow or by Monday for sure. But we will work on it, because I can't wait until Monday to make sure that it's right. So I got to make sure tomorrow that everything is in where you just automatically go, and I need to hook up this other mic so that they can hear you, Dale, when they when I'm acting. Someone says the Wix app shows me as active and paid. Now, BJ, let me ask you, the Wix app shows you active and paid, but are you able to click in? That's what I'm. Let me pull you up so I can read that. Okay, are you able to click into the link? Because see, I'm looking right now. Now the people that I'm seeing now, Dale, are from where? When I look at these numbers that's on the page.
I don't know what page you're on.
I'm on your page.
That's Facebook.
That's Facebook. Okay. Okay. It shows me your content. Is it something when they go there they got to hit?
It's a menu on there.
Are you all going to the menu? It's not an automatic. When you go to it, it just clicks up. Am I right? Okay. So, look, there. Take the mic and you explain that. What happens when you go there? Is it basically like doing it here on the TV?
Yes.
Okay. That's all. That's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Once you go to the site and you make your purchase, you'll put in your information and press the Buy Now button. It will send you an email with the link to go into the program. It gives you your password. You'll set your password with your email. That is what you'll need to return to the website. It is not an automatic website. You will have a sign-up link, a sign-up word, and a password.
So when they after they pay and they click the link, is it something else that has to be done?
No, it's going to send them their information. It's going to send them the link to get their password and all that.
Okay, so they create their own password, and then after they create their own password, every evening at 7, what do they have to do?
Go in, put your, just like with everything else, you'll put your username and your password.
Okay, and then does it pop up? Does it do we have to do like we do here and go to Cussing Pastor? Okay. So it's basically the same way if they're using their phone that we have to do with the television,
right,
on the YouTube. When you go to it, it's not just going to automatically jump up. Someone's saying we go to the link, but the link doesn't work. So what does that mean? Okay. And in some of your cases, and let me just be honest with you, in some of your cases, because we don't monitor the subscription company, Wix monitors, and Wix takes, I don't get your money until your card is approved. Now, there are people that are joining, so I don't know how fast Wix does what they do, but there are some who are getting on, and then there are those who maybe have not gotten on as of yet. But
and explain to them, don't send me no pay.
Right, and there have been a few of you that have sent your $5 PayPal on our Cash App. Don't do that. This is something that you have to do. It would have been very easy for us to do that, but that would have meant that I had access to your credit card information, and I don't want access to anyone's credit card information but to the credit cards that have me. No, I don't need you to send me no screenshots while I'm on the air. You can send the screenshots, Selena, when I'm out of it. But that will be one of the things that I'm working on tomorrow to make sure that we clear up that particular issue, so that on Monday, and I might have to go bring Instagram back up Monday for the sole benefit of making sure and letting you know that everything is okay. Okay? But I promise you, we will straighten out. Now remember that this is something that is totally brand new. Totally brand new. And we're working on it. We're putting it together. If I've got to call the engineer up tomorrow and have him work with us on this, then I will do that, because I want to make sure that everything is in place before I kill all of the other platforms, because it is my intention to shut down Instagram as far as access to this show, and also to shut down Facebook as part of this show and its content. Okay, it's to build another stream. If you're spending $200, $300, $400 a month, and I can imagine, let's just say you got 1,000 people a month that's paying Comcast a minimum of $200 a month. That's $200,000 a month that Comcast makes just off of me being on television. That I don't get no percentage of. I don't even get a damn thank you for it. So why not create? And we have to create our own. As we're dealing with this pandemic, as they're calling it, what is the next move? Are we going to whine, or are we going to do something ourselves? Let's see, somebody says all the elderly that watch you call up they young folks to come help them set up they Cussing Pastor TV account. Okay, and I'm sure, hell, I ain't figured this shit out. They're the one that's smart, and I cuss her out daily. And then Dale gets in her attitudes when I cuss her out. She already used to me. What's that finger for? Is that one for the Father or one for the Holy Ghost? Which one is that? What does this mean? Okay. When I was a little boy, we had 2 fingers. What does this mean? Is that what that meant? I just did it because everybody else was doing it. This means fuck you, right? So that's the fuck you finger you showing me now. Because I cuss you out sometime. You cuss me back out. And then she'll get tender when I cuss her out. But no, when she cuss me out, I'm supposed to be a big boy and take the cussing. And this one means you're what? I didn't have no daddy, so when they're doing this to me, it was really up. Oh. All right. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that in school? You used to throw up 2 fingers. Y'all remember that? Damn, that's been 60 years ago. But I promise you, we will set that up. Okay? All right. Let's see. And there it is across the screen. One of the things that we are able to do, and y'all got to give me a few days to do this here. I swear for God and chicken gravy, it's going to be right. I've created so much in the broadcast industry. This is brand new. I had this brainstorm 3 weeks ago. And in 3 weeks, we put this together. As you can see, those of you that are looking, especially those of you right now that's watching, even on Facebook, and those of you on Instagram, you might want to switch over right now and watch it, and you'll see exactly what you're getting. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Instagram, switch over. It's on Dale's page. Y'all know my main page is I'm in Facebook jail. I last about 3 weeks. That's usually my longest. I have yet to last a month. But if you switch over to Dale's page, you'll see exactly what you're going to see. Those of you on Instagram, it's definitely DELPHANY Polk, POLK. If you switch over to that right now, you'll see exactly what we're creating here. We're able, with this, we're able to put whatever we want to put on the screen. If I'm talking about your mama, I can put your mama's picture up on the screen as well. So we're revolutionizing this thing that we call TV. Once I get this on the YouTube channel the way that I want it, then I'm also going to, there are other media distributors that are looking for content. I'm also looking for people who want to be seen around. I got a lot of followers, but I'm also going to create avenues, and this is an avenue to make money, okay? I had to look at this thing. I was, the first week that this happened, shit, I was in the woe is me stage too. When you used to making, let's put it on a small side, you're used to making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 or more a week, and then you go and you don't make no money. And here I understand. See, when this pandemic thing first took off, I didn't think this shit was going to last this long. I thought it would last a couple of weeks or a week. And then this great government of ours, these great scientists of ours, would have it all fixed and have it back to normal. Never did I think that I would live long enough that I'm living inside one of these movies that I've seen, Contagion, which speaks basically of the very same thing, Outbreak, and there's another one out there. I never did thought. I never think that I'd see schools closed down. I never did think I'd see preachers saying, don't show up at the church. I never thought I'd see us in what is called a quarantine status, where they're telling us you can't go anywhere. Well, we are there. Over 6 million people on last week filed for unemployment benefits. That means that by next week there will be 10 million people that are unemployed in the United States. I'm talking about the new unemployed. Some of y'all been unemployed forever because some of you just didn't want no goddamn job. But there are those who are the new unemployed that don't know what they're going to do. And for those, you're going to have to create your hustle. And legally, look, and don't get in your mind of robbing the damn bank. Dale and I went to the damn bank, 2 banks this week, right? I went to 2 banks this week to take care of business, to cash checks. I went to the first bank. They don't let you in the bank no more. So, does that mean that you can't even open bank accounts right now? They don't allow you in the banks. You got to go through the drive-through. I went through the drive-through. I had a $1,500 check. And there was a man that pulled up next to me. You know, I'm on the outside lane. He pulls on the inside lane. There's only one person working. He has a $200 check. Well, when she sends the money back, she gives me the $200 and gives the man my $1,500. Well, I'm sitting there counting, Adele's counting the money. She said, hey, but $200 in here. Well, by this time, Bud in the next lane is pulling off. I said, he got my money. He got to have my money. But he was honest enough, plus he left his driver's license. She didn't put his driver's license. He came back. She gave me the 15 and got the 2. He got his $200 back. I went to another bank on yesterday that I go in every month. Every month I go in this bank to cash a client's check. I could not go on the inside of the bank. The bank door was locked. So I didn't even know they had no little, because it was just a little corner bank. I didn't even know they had no place where, I saw where they had the little outside tellers, but I never knew they had a place. You eating wings in front of me? Ain't offering me none. Do what? Do the show. And you said you were wings. Okay. All right. God bless you too. But I couldn't go in the bank. So you ain't gonna be able to rob no banks. Mr. Bank Robber, you are unemployed now. Because no banks are allowing you in. I was, and you know, this is a brand new life that we're living. I was in a place that I go and buy food. Shop and Save, $14.99 South 3rd. They got lines in the store. I don't think they were 6 feet apart. But I went in the Shop and Save. They've got lines in the store in the hood. And my boy Tony Walls selling them face masks. So it's a brand new world. It's a brand new life that we are living in. How long is it going to last? It's going to last a while. Either by plan and design, or because there's actually a pandemic situation that they don't know what to do. And I think, and my thinking is, they don't know what to do. That's really where I think we are. They're in a state where they don't know what to do. And again, let me go back to something I mentioned. Somebody sent Dale a tape, and I've looked at it. And I mentioned this at the beginning of the show. In Shelby Farms here in Memphis, which is city and county owned property, a big outdoor excursion. They got them, what you call them, wild animals? They got buffaloes. Is them buffaloes or bisons? They look the damn same, buffaloes and bisons. But they got these bisons out there. But they got this great big pond where people, I hate I didn't come to Houston too, my friend. Well, people, they literally fish out there, right? So, because I don't do these excursions outdoors, you know, Dale has had little children and stuff, so, you know, Dale took her children to all the little excursions. Dale would park her car and get on the bus so her children would know how to ride the bus. But do they bring the fish and put it in that pond, right? Where they get the fish from? Huh?
That I don't know.
They got a place they make fish.
I'm sure they got a place they buy fish.
Okay. But literally, this pond has thousands of fish in there. They invite you to come and go fishing. Okay. And this lady is doing, I don't know when the time frame was. I don't know whether it was earlier this week or what. It was earlier this week. She's walking down the walkway in Shelby Farms Park, and thousands of dead fish are on the banks. Now, who killed the damn fish? Okay, who killed the fish? Is this coincidental, or is this all part of the chemical warfare that I think is going on in this country? This same pond, again, last month, even before this broke out, and people were just talking about, well, something was in the water. There were several dogs that died that were drinking from this particular here in the city of Memphis. So is it all accidental? What do you think is really going on? What you want? We're going to talk about. I'm going to take a commercial break while Dale is eating. Where'd you get some chicken wings from? What? Yes, I'm upset. Because you eating some chicken wings and I'm sitting over here. I'm hungry and I ain't got damn chicken wing. Was that left over from the day for lunch? Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. What do you think is going on in this country? Do you believe that the government is telling us the whole truth? Do you believe it? All right, let's take a moment. Those of you that have switched over right now from Instagram to the page, you're going to see what we're able to do. You'll be able to see commercials. I've got to sell commercials for less than I've been selling them. You got oysters in the oven. I don't eat oysters. What is oysters? I know it's a seafood, but it was something that, where did the oyster come from?
What comes from an oyster? Pearl.
A pearl. You got the pearls to go with it? Okay. Here's somebody else talking about, I'm having grilled salmon. I had started on salmon. Because as you know, I've got to lose some weight. I've got to do some things health-wise. So I had started, I go to a place here, for those of you out of town, it's called Privé. In fact, it's owned by rap star Yo Gotti. His mother runs the restaurant, and I go in there twice a week. At least I was going twice a week, and I get me. First time I had some salmon, I didn't know what's. I heard people say that salmon was good for you and all that. So I tried it with a whole bottle of hot sauce to make it good. You got to have some hot sauce. You can't eat no kind of fish without some hot sauce. So when I come back, there are two things I want to talk to you about, and I want your input on this. I want to talk about what do you think is really going on, and then I had some notes made on you're in lockdown, you're in quarantine, but you hate the person that you quarantine with. Okay, we'll talk about this. Somebody said catfish fillets. See, now I go and eat whole channel catfish. I eat the whole catfish. Don't call me Las Vegas. I haven't told you it's okay to call me. Call me again before I tell you that the lines are open, and you won't be talking to me. Okay. I like crab legs. Okay. We had a place that was advertising with us last summer that I would go in, 2-3 times a week. They were good advertisers, but didn't understand the concept that you have to keep your advertising going. And they had Cajun. Then they messed around, and I found out I could go to Kroger's, and they cook them at Kroger's. Las Vegas, we will not be talking because you're just disrespectful of my rules. So 702-809-9504. What I'm going to do is block you out of the phone system because you're disrespectful. All right, we'll be back in just a moment.